Yes, sir. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah. Tonight, we got a very, very special event about to take place. I said tonight, we got a very, very special event about to take place. Everybody buckle in because it might be some turbulence. We got a hot interview coming through. The man under the hat, man or myth, the exclusive interview with Johnny Goble. Now, we about to get to it and stuff, y'all. I'm getting ready to drop this link, and this link is only for one designated person, and that's for Johnny himself in the flesh. We're going to get real in detail. We're going to get real deep, and this is a real interview. This is a real interview, and it ain't to be played with. It ain't to be played with. Oh, boy. Yeah. I'm getting ready to play one intro song, bringing us into this event, into all these festivities. I'm gonna play one country rap tune, drop this link, and then we finna get to it. I said we finna get to it. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's get it.
H-time, taking the game to another level. Rapping the country western, Texas two-step. KWK, hold down, it's about to go down. What? Trendsetter. I need to let these people know that Toe-Down is a trendsetter, man.
I'm from the land of longhorns and cattle. We ride leather and wood, seat belts with saddles, chrome wagon wheels, carriages with candy paint. And tumbling weed, we be blowing dank. Sun up to sundown, outlaws with blood that's whole. Bounty hunters for hunting. Six shooters make them fold. My Maduro stay lit. My piece be shining. Wanted dead or alive. Posters and cities I'm arriving. Ain't no decide when I'm slide, but slugging the chain. Southside Strangler, Wrangler, strong arm and strength. Days are hot and long, and the nights are restless. All my exes live and invested before house in Texas. The devil's riding dirty to Georgia, two oasis. I'm not Garth Brooks, but I got friends in low places. How the South was won, packing gas and stacking funds. Gotta know when to walk away, know when to run.
The dirt south, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking now. Keeping it hot like the middle of June. Get some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes. The dirty south, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking it now. Keeping it hot like the middle of June. Get some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes.
I'm Houston's best kept secret, uncut and raw. On this country western rap, 18 steps and draw. One of the codes you ever saw, immortal outlaw. Watch me shred this track like a Texas chainsaw. Adjectives and nouns, sipping drink, blowing pounds. And all the drugs I ain't take, courtesy Toe-Down. Oh, now I'm representing the dirty side. White cup in my hand, pretty blunt in my mind. I can turn this party out. It's the HAWK, rip the ball and parlay and smoke my life away. H-time superstar, sipping soda, mixing party. Thought you'd never hear my lyrics over a bass guitar. My horse is a car with the V12 motor, and my carriage is a 4.6 Range Rover. The game is over, setting new trends. Now this country western rap is officially in.
The dirt south, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking now. Keeping it hot like the middle of June. Just some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes. The dirty south, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking it now. Keeping it hot like the middle of June. Just some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes.
They say down south is what it's about. We had the beans and rice up and pot. See what we got. It's the drinks, baby. We got chicks turning tricks, baby. And then hydro, keep it with a fix, baby. On 6, baby, I switch the real. Straight wrist to kids here from head to heel. Getting my shine on like a chandelier. All red, they got the ball with a can of beer. Wearing tiny jeans with a mouth full of scope. Flying an iceberg with a mouth full of gold. Bell game done, Wayne, I said it before. A Texas tycoon was a freestyle pro. Like a soap, down south, the whole sticker. The sticker behind closed doors, our own liquor. seal, my nigga. They hotter than Judas. They love it when we spit it on the country rap tune.
The dirt south, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking out, keeping it hot like middle of June. Just some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes. The dirty South, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking it out, keeping it hot like the middle of June. Just some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes. The dirty South, what it's about. Pouring up, smoking out, keeping it hot like the middle of June. Just some Texas tycoons making country rap tunes. The dirty South, what it's about. Holding up, smoking it out, keeping it hot like the middle of June. Just Texas tycoons making country rap tunes.
Yes, sir. And we're back. With no further moment of waiting and shit, we finna get right to this. Let's get right to this. The moment you've been waiting for, the man under the hat, Johnny Goble. Come on down. Oh, boy.
He said, Dagburn, Johnny Goble, won't you cry me another one?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Bubba?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah, hold on. Let me kick this. Let me kick one of these peons out of my stage and shit. I gotta kick him out.
Oh, shit.
We got the haters coming around. I'm finna kick him from the studio right now. Pop, pop.
Hey, I tell you what, that song right there is a jam, son. That's a jam.
Yeah, man. The artist's name is Toe Down. He's from Houston and stuff. He came out a couple years ago. He's talking about country rap tunes. He had the idea of making country rap tunes back then, you know. Him and Pimp C and all these other guys, they were trying to formulate this thing that's going on right now in this community. Now country rap tunes are very popular right now.
Yeah.
Now it's off the chain right now, man.
Oh yeah, they're popping. It's a sure thing everywhere.
But let me get to it though, Johnny, because tonight we want to see who you are in depth and bring a little bit more awareness to who you are. Bring a little bit more clarity to who is the man under the hat. Now, let's get to it. Johnny,
Yeah, man.
take me back through some of the history, man. Take me back to, go ahead and walk us through it. Give me a little bit of a history on the name Goble. Where's the name Goble come from and where, you know?
All right.
Is it a family name? Is it, is it passed down through generations? What's some history on the name Goble?
Okay, my actual blood name is last name is Adams.
Adams?
I was adopted.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I became a Goble, is whenever I got adopted.
Okay.
I really don't know much about even my family name or anything like that. I just know that they're part of the rich people in my hometown. Like it goes back for ages, like the Fannons, my family history does.
So what name are you talking about? Adams or Goble? What name goes back?
Adams.
Okay,
does.
Adams. Okay.
Yeah, because most of the people that's kin to the Adams down here is Fannons, Dales, and all that, and most of the people are real wealthy from my hometown. But where I was adopted by the Gobles, I was away from my blood family, so I never got to really know any of my real blood family cousins. Nothing like that. Uncles. I never got to know any of them.
Okay. We're gonna get to that. So how was the Goble family? How was that? I mean, do you know anything about them, or because without the name Goble, I feel like that name Goble, it came as a plus for you, because that's what we all know you by. So it's strange, but a good thing, it's a gift and a curse at the same time. But the name Goble means something at the same time, though. But I didn't know that about you. That your original name was Adams. I didn't even know that.
Yep, sure was. The Gobles. I really, like I said, I really didn't get to know them. I didn't get to know them either because I wasn't adopted very long before I turned 18 years old. They kept me for years though, from the time I was like, 7 years old until I ended up moving in with my siblings after a little while. But I ended up coming back to the Gobles family before I got adopted, and I really got treated different in foster care in the home that I was in, the Goble family.
Okay, hold on, because that was my next question.
Okay.
My next question, you actually just like really jumped on right on it, because I was going to ask you about, can you share some good times as a child, and can you share some trials and tribulations as a child?
Yes, yeah. So like my good times I remember is it's just hanging out with friends that I had met in my teenage years. Just going to football games, Friday night lights. That's some of my good memories growing up. Some of the trials and tribulations was me being sent to a boys' home when I was a teenager, and I was sent there for a couple years. It was rough. It was like boot camp.
Did you grow up your whole time in Paintsville?
Yeah, I grew up in Paintsville, but I spent a couple years in Ashland in the next county over in a boys' home for a couple years. But I ended up coming back and graduating from my hometown high school, from my hometown.
Well, Johnny, what was it like in high school? What are some walk us through some of your experiences in high school? Did you play sports, or did you have good times and bad times? What do you remember about high school?
High school, it was a good time. It was I played football. They tried to get me to wrestle, but I never did do that. Never did get into none of that. But in high school, back when in my day in high school, they had a thing that they called cruising the plaza.
Okay.
Like all us kids that had vehicles would cruise in a circle. It was a strip in a circle, and we just waste gas, driving by each other, playing loud music, and just chit chatting with females. And it was a fun time back in those days, because you was allowed to do that. Nowadays you can't do that. They won't let the kids do that. But yeah, it was the best times back then. I remember times.
Did y'all have races? Did y'all have drag? Did y'all race or something? What was y'all doing? Just riding around?
There was donuts. There was black marks. There was. I mean, it was the plaza in town would be filled with smoke from people laying black marks and doing donuts and just raising hell. That's what we done. it was fun. I remember some of the times, like they had this rivalry with Paintsville and the county school, the city school against the county school. It was called the Apple Bowl.
A rivalry.
And, it was a rivalry. Yeah, football. It was a football.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of like a Super Bowl for this town. It was wild, but we get into some crazy shit with that. We toilet paper fucking people's cars, their football field. It was good times, man. We just having fun as kids, man. That was some of the good times.
All right. So let's fast forward a little bit. So, becoming a man and actually getting out of school and stuff. When you finished school, what was it like for Johnny Goble when you finished school? Like, where were you at in life when you got out of school? What were you thinking? What were some of the challenges that you faced?
Well, as soon as I got out of high school, at that time, right before I got out of high school, I was in a car accident with my adoptive father, and we was hit head on, and I was introduced to pain pills by a doctor, and that's when I started taking pain pills.
Okay. Hold on, but I was just about. It's funny how you going straight to that was my next question about. I promise you, man, it happened twice already. It's like it's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Like this interview is supposed to take place, because you literally going to the next questions that I had planned written out for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
So what was that? So what was that experience like for you when you first tried it? When because usually that's how it happens. Usually there's a prescription, and the doctor tells us we're supposed to get a prescription, and we take the prescription, and then it goes either goes downhill, or it just like it just takes people by surprise once you get because I got a prescription when I was in middle school because I had a toothache, and that's when I first got introduced to codeine promethazine. My grandma gave it to me on a spoon, and it's funny how most times most drugs come from pharmaceutical, come from doctors and shit, man.
Yeah. It was my family
What was
doctor.
it like when you first popped that pill and when everything happened? What was that experience? What was that like for you?
I can remember like being so high, but loving the feeling, and like my adoptive parents laughing at me because I was fucked up. I mean, I was high, and I was young, and I remember them just laughing at me the way I was acting and stuff like that. And I really didn't even need the medicine, that was the first time I ever took any was in a hospital after the accident. But
What were your injuries?
I didn't have none. I didn't have no
Whoa.
injuries. None. I mean, I'm lucky to be alive because the way the accident was, it was crazy. I mean, I watched the rearview mirror go by my face in slow motion. It was like we was up on two wheels in the truck. We was in a four-wheel drive truck coming back from Lexington, where we was coming back from. We just turned on my home road, and some lady was drunk in a big Colonel Line van. If you know what them type of vans are, they're all metal vans. Is all
metal frame.
Yeah, it was the older style, but we got hit head on by her and went up on two wheels, and something told me to jerk the wheel to the right. The truck ended up dropping down, and we're just lucky. We was lucky to be alive, man.
All right, so from there, what did that lead to any other drug usage, or like after that period? Did that lead to like a domino effect, or you got past that?
No, it went on for years after that. That's when my drug addiction started. I ended up
once again. There you go. Exactly. You went right to my next question. I was going to ask what all substances did you indulge in? Like what did you try after those pills?
After those pills, it went from oxys is what it went to. I stayed on them for a long time, and I was introduced to the needle. I'd seen somebody was shooting the oxys, and I decided to try it. And that's when my downfall really started, is when I started using intravenously.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it went from oxys to methamphetamine, cocaine. I was shooting cocaine, and I wasn't just shooting it in my arm. I was shooting it in my jugular vein. I would hold my breath and shoot in my vein right here in my neck. I would look through a mirror and shoot in my neck. That's how bad my addiction was.
This just sounds like a movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was crazy, bro, and it went on for 15 years like this. Went through some of the hardest times. I lost a lot of people in my life.
Did you experience any violence?
Yeah. It was always violent. It was everything around me was violent.
What are some of the most what's the most violent, like what was the most violent thing done to you while you was on the streets, and what is the most violent thing you done to somebody else? And while you out in the streets?
Probably just in the same scenario. Both things happened. A guy pulled a gun on me, and we was arguing over a fucking pain pill. Over a pain pill is what we was arguing over. He ended up he traded my old lady, my wife. My wife gave him a pair of shoes, a pair of shocks, Nike shocks, for a couple pain pills, and they fucked us out of the pain pills. It wasn't even fucking pain pills. They was fake, and I went down there to his house. He just lived down the road from where I was staying at, and I went inside his house, and he pulled a gun on me. Yeah, and I told him to fucking come outside with the motherfucker. I walked out of his house, and I said, "Now come out here where I can be outside instead of inside your house. Come on." And I called him out with the gun, bro. Yeah, and I didn't have nothing on me, nothing at all. Like that's how crazy I was. I was always fighting. Everywhere I
Melinda
went.
said y'all got shot at one time.
Yeah, we got shot at. Yeah, sure did. Got shot at. Hell, we fucking. I remember us needing pills so bad that we went to this pill dealer's house, and we took a friend with us, and he showed us where his safe was. The guy that the pill dealer, he showed us his safe, and it was in a handheld safe, and we went up there just to rob him for the whole safe. So I grabbed the safe, run out, and Melinda and my friend, they're supposed to go to the car while I'm running down the holler with the safe. Well, the guy that's the drug dealer fucking ended up with our keys to our car.
Holy
So
shit.
yeah, so I ended up fucking laying the fucking safe down in a ditch line down the road, and went back, and we ended up, we could have been shot that night or anything. Like it was crazy. The guy had guns, but hell, we busted his window out of his house to get our fucking keys to the car. We just wanted out of there at that point, you know. But that's some of the fucking the rare shit that we've done that's been fucking crazy.
Damn it, man! I never would have known that. And
Yeah.
because I know y'all today's time. I didn't really know the trials and tribulations that you went through, and especially to be with Melinda through all them hard times, bro. Like it's mind blowing, bro.
Yeah, let's see. Melinda
Go
was
ahead.
never on anything hard when we first got together. She was
I
just
was just
taking.
hold on. So I don't want to get to that question yet. I got that
All right,
question
go ahead.
down
Go
too.
ahead.
I want to go to So what? Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, we know you went through. You went to school. You was adopted. You had a car wreck. You had from there you spiraled a little bit out of control.
Yep.
And but I want to know, like, okay, so let's fast forward a little bit to internet, your internet, your social media presence. What was your first internet experience? What brought you to the internet, Johnny?
Actually, my kids talked me into it. I just got my daughter in the home with me after working my ass off and becoming clean and stuff, and it was them that talked me into it. They first started talking me into getting on TikTok. That's where I first went viral at, is on TikTok.
I gotta follow you. What's your TikTok? Let the people know.
It's Dagburn. I know, and I'll have to check and make sure. But yeah, that's where I first went viral. My first video is a video of me. I posted a video of that John Holbrook guy, the cop. I posted a video of him kneeing a guy at Walmart. I posted on YouTube too, but let me see here. So it's just Johnny Goble, Dagburn Goble. Just look me up. It's Johnny Goble. It should be able to pull it up that way. But I got 43,000 followers on TikTok. I got more followers on TikTok than I do anything.
So you got 43,000?
I got 43,000 followers. Yep. But that's how I started, man. And then my next viral video was a video of my daughter doing a backflip. I recorded it in slow motion. You know how you can set your iPhone to record in slow motion? I had her do a backflip, and I done it in slow motion. I had her do it done it in slow motion, and that motherfucker went viral, man. It's got fucking 2.5 million views.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I went viral. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I went viral before fucking any of this shit.
That was just for the action. So when you went viral on TikTok, what led you to this community? How did we ever get Johnny Goble in this community? How did this all take place?
So it all took place whenever I was going through all the stuff I went through with the police here in my hometown, and I was going through a lot of depression. I found Ryan up church.
How did you find him? His music.
Yeah, his music. So that's how I found Ryan through his music, and it brought me out of depression. Like I felt like it was a country boy like me who was out, doing things like I did when I was growing up as a kid and loved to do. And I was thinking in my mind, if he can do it, I can do it. That's when I started doing Instagram and shit like that. Before I started doing YouTube, I was doing Instagram. So So that's
is your Instagram the same name?
It's Dagburn Goble Nation.
Okay.
My Instagram is. But
okay, so how long total have you been a YouTuber? How long, thinking back from then and now, how long have you been involved in being a YouTuber?
2 years. It's been 2 years, fully 2 years now, but I did post. It's been I had an old YouTube that I just messed around on. Like I would sit out in my truck and rev it up and shit and act a little crazy and stuff. But that was, I can't get into that account anymore. I didn't really start getting into YouTube until this situation where Ryan started.
And how did that start? How did the situation with Ryan? How did y'all ever? I know you started off as a fan and his music got you through tough times, but how did you first interact? How did you come across? How did you first make contact? And what was that experience like? Like what happened between you and Ryan?
Like we had like nobody believes this, but
was it Redneck Nation or
Redneck Nation? That was a situation that didn't have anything to do with Ryan, but it was.
Okay, go ahead.
It was. I can explain that in a minute if you want, but me and Ryan had talked in messages on Instagram, and it was the real Ryan. People don't really think that me and Ryan had a connection before all this, but like I was part of Redneck Nation. I was wanting to be fucking at one point wanted to be promoted by Redneck Nation and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I was wearing their shit, and that shit happened with Redneck Nation, which caused Ryan to block me and his mom and a bunch of other people back then. You know what I mean?
Years ago.
Yeah, years ago. It was at least 4 years, like 4 years ago. I was blocked by them because of this situation over a shirt. Me and Tyler Garrett, which used to be a singer for Redneck Nation, me and him had a falling out. He promised me a shirt and a hat from Redneck Nation, and come to find out, he was just trying to promote his channel and was lying to people and not sending their shit. And I found all this out. I'd talked to Bobby with Redneck Nation on the phone. He called me and I talked to him on the phone. And he talked to me like a fucking dog, bro. Treated me like a fucking dog, man. And it wasn't even my fault. Like everybody thinks it was my fault. No, when somebody promises you something, you should get whatever you're promised, and you shouldn't do something wrong. So yeah, I waited like 3 months before I got the fucking shit. I had to fucking call Redneck Nation and tell them what happened. And they was like, well, he wasn't supposed to be doing this shit. I was like, well, that ain't my fault, but he promised it to me and he's a part of you all. Y'all are a part of him. So I want my fucking hat, my t-shirt. You know what I mean?
Right.
So after working so many years on building my Instagram about Redneck Nation, it was fucking completely flipped upside down. Everything was, I done it all for nothing at that point. You know what I mean? That's how I felt. I felt heartbroken, bro. I felt fucking betrayed. Ryan, he was liking my post. He was commenting on my post for Redneck Nation.
He was actually liking your post. He was
liking yes, bro. Yes. And there was drawings I'd done of Ryan, of Ripta's girlfriend, and these pictures was shared by Patty and by Ryan on his Instagram. Before all this ever happened, any of this ever happened, what happened was when Ryan, I was blocked by all of them because of a fucking shirt and a hat. Didn't have nothing to do with anything that I caused. That's what happened with that.
So, leading from there, how vicious was you attacked by some of the people that were once the fan base caught whiff of the back and forth you had with Ryan? What was, how were you attacked? What were some of the malicious ways? What were some of the things they said that got you up and got you defending yourself and got you active and just going head to head with him?
Well, it all started when he started disrespecting my wife, but the people once this is the thing with Ryan. If Ryan speaks of your name, it's going to be in a negative light, and he knows what he's doing when he's saying the things and putting people's names out there like he does. He knows what's going to happen. He knows these people are going to attack you. He knows that. And some of the things that's happened is social workers have been called. Social workers pulled my child out of school. One of my kids was stripped down naked to look and see if she had anything because they piss test her because people were saying that I was smoking weed with my kids. Fucking the list goes on, bro. There's turkeys put in my yard. There was people parking in my parking lot out here and recording my building where I live at. Oh fuck, son.
You name it, huh?
Like you name it. My wife's work was called. They tried to get her fired from her job. I've been fired from jobs because of it.
Here, speaking of that, how did it? Okay, so everybody knows about the Jordan hat. What path? How did we get to the Jordan hat? How did you get the Jordan hat? Why are people mad behind the Jordan hat? Did you get?
That's a funny one. So yeah, I'd put my Cash App out, and I'd ask people to help me with an attorney because I was going through that shit with that cop and his wife and facing those charges for harassment. I asked if people would help me with money to get an attorney. Well, my wife had got her taxes at the time. I needed a new pair of shoes, and I ended up getting a couple outfits from Hibbett Sports where we went to. She surprised me with getting me a new pair of shoes, a hat, and a couple outfits because I needed these things. Like it'd been years since I bought me a new pair of shoes. It'd been years since I bought me a new hat because we're not like that. We're not materialistic people, and I showed it off online after putting my Cash App out, and people just started dragging me over it. Just started fucking hating on me over it, and my wife telling them, "Look, I bought this stuff for him." Like the money that y'all have sent, like people had sent me money, and they thought that I took their money and bought a pair of Jordans and a Jordan hat, and these outfits, and that's the story it was portrayed about me. And at that point, if fucking like people stopped donating to me, stopped sending me money, yeah. So I had to fight a case with the public defender.
And so that's what happened. So you got your nice couple of units, you got your Jordan hat and some nice tennis shoes, and you got attacked for it because people thought you put your Cash App up and you abused the money that was given to you for an attorney to buy a wardrobe.
Yep, exactly right.
And that's why you wear the Jordan hat to put it back in their face and let them know that no, there wasn't that, and and that's so that's how I wanted to know how did it come along that it was so this controversy behind the hat because I keep hearing that every time I go on I keep hearing. Oh, he has his hat. He has his Jordan hat. He went and got this. He went and did that. But
bro,
you stayed.
I still got the legendary hat, the one that Ryan done a drawing of me in, the Maxima hat. I still got that motherfucker, bro. I got that motherfucker put up.
All right. Enough of that. Let's move a little bit forward. Take us back to the day. Walk us through the day that you first laid eyes on Melinda. What was that like for you? What happened? How did y'all, how did it happen, bro?
I made her through a.
How did you know? How did you know How was it for you?
Man, it was first night I met her. She was with a person that I know real well, a girl that I know. She had pulled up and Melinda was with her, and she was like, I guess she had told that girl that she was going to end up with me. And I ended up with her number and we hit it off. I mean, in the beginning, she was in a rocky relationship. She was being beat on by her husband. Like they didn't have a good relationship. So we ended up getting together, and first night we hung out. It was awesome. We had a great time, and we knew because I felt the love that we had, like the way we held each other. It was like love at first sight for me and Melinda. It really
Damn.
was. Yeah, man. It was crazy. And she'll tell you the same thing, man. Like it was. I'd never felt love in my life like that, which I never knew what love was until I met Melinda. Like Melinda showed me how to love. She really did.
Facts.
It was,
Facts.
yeah, yeah. So we've been together now 15 years, and it's just we still love as strong as we did the first day we met. Like I still get butterflies. She still gets butterflies. Like we do. We just you never know what's gonna happen with me and her. You know what I mean?
That's
Um,
beautiful. That's beautiful,
and
dog.
yeah, like we finish each other's sentences like all the time. We'll be talking and just talking about something, and I'll finish her sentence or she'll finish mine. It's just I love her, man.
That's a beautiful thing, Johnny. That's
Yeah, it
beautiful,
is.
Brokey.
It is.
So let's fast forward a little bit. So when did you first find out? Okay, you have a daughter with Melinda, right?
No, with she might as well be mine because I've raised her. Yeah, like
You and Melinda.
when me and her first got together, she already had a child, um, but she was 3 years old when we first got together,
Okay.
and yeah, well, she's been raised by me. She calls me dad. Like her dad's a piece of shit. He don't have nothing to do with her. Um, she's tried to have shit to do with him, but she's learned now that like there's nothing. He's got with another woman, and they got kids together, and they get the attention and all that. You know, it's just the way he does her, and the girl that he's with don't want him to have nothing to do with her. Yeah,
What
one of
is it
those.
like being a father? What is it like, being a father to her, and and just the responsibilities and watching her grow up? What is that experience like for you?
Man, it's been awesome watching her. I can honestly say that I've taught her the right way um, to go in life. I've always taught her that she can do anything she wants to do in life, and I've always protected her, and she knows that anything for that girl, I would protect her and stand in the way of death for her, and I do the same for my wife. But it's been awesome, like watching like the homecomings and shit that she's going to, cherishing those moments with her, and knowing that when she finds somebody, I hope it's going to be somebody that's going to treat her right because, and when she gets out on her own and flourishes on her own, I'm still going to be protective. I'm still going to love her. Um, she's 16 years old. She's almost 18 years old now. So, and my blood daughter, she's almost 18 too now. She's 16.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I got a couple beautiful daughters, man.
Let me ask you this. Okay, is there any chance in the future we're gonna hear the pitter patter of his little feet, the little Johnny Goble running around or something? Is that in you guys' plan, or you guys are not gonna have any kids or anything? What do you think it would be like to have a kid with Melinda?
I would love to have a kid. We've talked about that several times, but she's got her tubes tied. She
Okay.
ended up getting
Okay.
her
Cool.
tubes tied. I mean, there's a way I'm sure that you can go about getting those undone and stuff, and I've heard. Um, but yeah, she's loved to have. She talked about that all the time, about having a baby. And yeah, I believe sometime we might end up adopting
You can
when we
adopt. You
get
can adopt.
when we get a place of our own and stuff. Like I
Give
think that
someone
would
the
be
blessing that you got.
yes,
Try to make
yes.
it right.
Give them a better life than what I had in foster care because
Yeah.
I know how foster care is, man. Like there's
Facts.
some dirty homes. There's some like people ain't in it for the right reasons. A lot of people ain't, and maybe once we get a big home, big enough home, and we're working on that right now. We're working on getting a home and work on adopting a kid.
All right, Johnny. So the people want to know and stuff, man. I hate to ask, but I gotta ask questions. We gotta be transparent.
Hey, you do
We
what
gotta
you
get the YouTube streets what they want. We gotta
ask
give them
what you
raw.
want.
We gotta give them a raw interview. But everybody want to know who's the dominant one in the bedroom, Johnny.
Hey, 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 but she is. She
Oh,
is.
shit, Melinda.
Motherfucker,
Hold on, Melinda.
motherfucker, she is.
Oh, no.
But she go hard in the paint.
Oh, hold on. Oh, my
God,
God.
dog. Shit, boy.
Hold on, Johnny.
Motherfucker, boxing matches in that bitch.
Man, okay. I had to ask you because people want to know. I had to ask you. We go.
Hey.
Hey, we gonna move forward.
Go ahead, Bubba.
All right. So, hey, I want you to walk me through the day. I know you lost somebody real close to you, and that was Buddy. I was a fan of Buddy. Walk me through the day. Walk me through the day that last day of how it was for you when y'all went up there and all that kind of stuff, man. Walk us through and let us know because Buddy was liked by everybody.
Bro, Buddy broke me. Like I ain't never been broke over death in my life like I had with Buddy. Like I sit there I sit there with an hour with him. I watched him induce him and all that, and watching him take his last breath was the worst thing I've ever visioned in my life. I had to watch because I can remember it. Like he would take his breath and lift his head up, his last breath, man. And I was broke. That dog was around me every single day. Like if there was anything that made me feel better is when I had Buddy around. Like Buddy was my friend. He was my buddy. That's why we called him Buddy.
Yeah.
Like Buddy had a glow aura with him. I feel at one point that let me say this, and people might think I'm stupid, but I feel at one point that from all the drug use that was doing for all the years that I was using, I had cancer at some point. I feel that I had cancer. I feel in my soul because I had all the symptoms of it, and I feel that Buddy took that from me. I really do. I feel like Buddy was there for a reason. Buddy was there to bring our family together because our family was breaking before Buddy came along. Like Buddy brought our family back together. Like it's what he done. That's the type of dog he was. But yeah, those last few minutes with him, it broke me.
All right. Damn, man. Hey, rest in peace, Buddy, man. Y'all put the prayer hands in the chat for Buddy, man. Buddy was a good friend, man.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
and he hated cameras. He really hated to be on camera, bro.
Oh yeah, he ain't like Layla. He would love. I jump in the bushes and shit. You remember that? He jumped right in behind me.
Yeah, I remember you ran and jumped in the bushes and shit.
Yeah, and he jumped in behind me. we miss him. He's down there. Hey, we got him. We got him down there on the counter. We got his things, ashes. So he's with us.
So he
still.
always be there. Buddy will always be there.
Buddy always be there. Maybe one day we'll be able to put him out there in the ocean somewhere. Let him fly.
Ashes free, man.
Let him free. Yep. That's what we're planning on doing.
R.I.P., buddy. R.I.P., buddy.
That's right. And then I lost my mama.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you about that too, man. That was crucial. When I heard that, I was like shocked. I was like, damn, what more can the man go through?
Yeah,
man. I remember. Hey, Johnny, I remember when your mom. This is a good memory I had of your mom. One day you and Melinda, y'all went out there, and that's when I seen that other dog y'all have.
The pit bull.
No, the little dog.
Oh, yellow Chihuahua. Yeah.
No, the one that y'all have now that plays with Layla.
Oh, that's Tucker. That's Tucker. Yeah.
Tucker was out there at your mom's house one day.
Yeah.
And she was sitting on the porch. And she was like, Mom, how do you feel about all these people coming after me and all that? She said, well, John, I don't like this shit. And man, she went off.
Buddy, she acts just like me. I know where I get it from because she didn't care. She did not care, son. She would sit in a doctor's office. She had a colostomy bag. And she was embarrassed of her colostomy bag, like when she was out in the public and stuff, because it would release gases and like somebody would fart, that's what it smelled like, But she got to where she would laugh about it. But she was sitting in the doctor's office, buddy. First day Melinda walked in with her, she embarrassed Melinda to death. Son, she fucking starts screaming and telling them doctors and them nurses, get me fucking back there. I'm shitting all over myself. and all kind of shit, son. She was tripping on them. Fucking Melinda never went back into the doctor's office with her again after
Holy
that.
shit.
Like she'd never seen, like, yeah, buddy, we had some wild times. There was times we didn't get along. There was times we did get along, but before she left this world, buddy, we had the best relationship ever. Like the last couple of years, we bonded a whole lot. And look, I know I got another guardian angel with me.
Okay, we got to take a small interlude right quick because I know we're being screen sniped. So I'm gonna play a quick song right quick, and then we'll come back because we'll come back to it and we'll get back to the second half and stuff. We're gonna get down to the nitty gritty, and then we're gonna take it out after about an hour.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and put this one song on and stuff. Kick back, relax. If y'all smoke them, if you got them, smoke them if you got them. Oh boy, it's a fire ass interview. Y'all don't do it like us. It's been good. It's been good.
No.
It's a good.
Yeah, it has, man. It has. Good.
Okay, because I learned a whole lot about you, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna yes, sir. I'll play this one song and we'll get right back to it.
All right.
Give me a small second, ladies and gentlemen. This song here is called Whoop De Whoop Blase Blah by Kendrick Lamar. And this is for all the haters out there that got something to say. Shut the fuck up.
Oh boy.
They be talking that whoop de whoop blase blah. Johnny Goble. Can you feel me?
Right. That's right.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I leave you thirsty on Twitter. You boo boo, you tea, you turn down, you thirsty, you boo boo. I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to find myself. I'm searching deep for Kendrick Lamar. I read about Napoleon Hill and try to know God. They say he the key to my blessings. And if I speak the good into existence, that instant my dreams will unlock. Money flow like water. I'll just wait at the dock. And by the way, I'ma start finding more light to shed. Like a small garage in your backyard. I'm back chilling with a friend of mine. She mighty fine, but I noticed that her heart resides next to bitterness. Always hollering who she don't like and who she kick it with. She wanna fight, who wearing a weave, who doing your Burke bag is fake, who holding the keys to the car she drove last year, or who fucking on who, and who need a pap smear. Getting on my nerves, but before your negative energy curve, bitch, I'ma cut you off. Cause every time you come around, you be hollering at whoop-de-whoop, blase blah, he say, she say, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Ho, every time you come around, you be hollering at whoop-de-whoop, blase blah, he say, she say. I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to surround myself with people that inspire me. Or at least inquire similar desires to do what the TAKE just to reach the TOP. I'm talking ideas, motivation. It's more than making enemies, my nigga. Oh, that's not your memo. Then tell me why you constantly stressing on how you well connected like centipedes, my nigga. I function with you and you flaunt your pistol every second. Tell me how you pressed them at the Monte Crystal. Where's so-and-so from? And what neighborhood's beefing? Who baby mama's a rat? And who got killed last weekend? That shit is mad depressing, bringing me down. Speak on something with some substance that can get us both paid, rather than telling me how these niggas jocking your style or his rims ain't bigger. Pussy nigga, I'ma cut you off, cut you off, cut you off, cut you off. Cause every time you come around, you be hollering that whoop-de-whoop, blase blah. He say, she say, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Scary ass. Every time you come around, you be hollering that whoop-de-whoop, blase blah. He say, she say. I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to better my chances of becoming a star. I'm trying to feel the vibe of Mona Lisa studying art. Now paint that picture. Life behind bars. Remember the very day I got caught? I murdered a rapper and you filed the police report. See what I was taught? Family is all I need, but indeed, them two can run me right up a tree. Constantly talking shit about the next relative. Wanted me to take sides, but I never give in. Ever since grandma died, everyone parted their ways, argue on holidays. Left my uncle in prison for 15 years, no one paid him attention but moms. Yeah, my mama has lawyer as any sister would come to my house just to yap about your own people. Dang, and if your blood went running through my veins, I would probably cut y'all off, too. Yep, cause every time y'all come around, y'all be hollering that whoop-de-whoop, blase blah. He say, she say, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Keep it running, Ali. Every time you come around, you be hollering that whoop-de-whoop, blase blah. He say, she shut the fuck up. Yeah, bitch, you boo-boo, you tea, you turn down, you thirsty. Tell him shut the fuck up. Tell him shut the fuck up. Yeah, nigga, you boo-boo, you tea, you turn down, you thirsty, you thirsty. You boo-boo, you tea, you turn down, you boo-boo, you tea, you boo-boo, you turn down, you thirsty, you tea, you boo-boo, you turn down, you boo-boo, you tea, you turn down, you weak, yo bitch weak, yo. You boo-boo, you tea.
Yes, sir, and we're back.
Yes,
We're
sir.
back.
You poo-poo, you poo-poo.
You're down, you're thirsty.
Hell yeah.
They be hollering that whoop-de-whoop, blase blah.
Blah.
He say, she say, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, let's get to it, Johnny. We're gonna close out in about an hour. We got about 10 more minutes.
All right, bro.
Okay, let's get to it and go and bring it to a close. Okay, let's get to it. How did you come? Okay, let's fast forward a little bit to some of the recent shit that's been going on. The connection with you and Miss Patty and Ronnie, the Upchurch parents.
Yeah.
I've seen that you've grown close to them, and you're very fond of them, and they're very fond of you. How did you come together with the interview, and how did you get in contact with Ronnie? Like, and how did that work for you? How did you come across it? And what was the ending situation of it? I mean, what I'm saying is, like, what was the outcome of you getting to them? Did you get more clarity? Did you get more? Did you find like you feel like they're your parents too, or like how did you come across them, and what was the outcome?
Okay, how we come across each other is whenever the shit happened with Gotcha Man. When he started lying and saying that they had sent me a link and all that, if y'all remember that. So Ronnie had reached out to me, and we had started talking. It was nothing about Ryan or anything like that. He was just asking me how I was doing with everything and how with all the attacks that was going on. And we started having started building a friendship. Like me and Ronnie are friends. Like at this point, I've got his personal phone number if I want to call him, and I don't bug him. I don't do nothing like that. Like we message each other and say, ask each other how we're doing that day or something, maybe every other day or once a week or something. Um, but Patty, I'd tried to find someone to be her security. A guy reached out to me, and he works in security, and he's like, "Man," he said, "Do you know how to get a hold of Patty?" And I had Patty's personal number, which I hadn't messaged her or anything. Didn't want to bother her. Uh, and he said, "Look, I would like to be her security with everything that's going on, and protect her." And I knew the guy pretty good, and I trusted him. He's always been true to me. So I give him Patty's number, and he reached out to Patty, and then just out of the blue one day, Patty reached out to me and from that number and asked me the same thing how I was doing, and we started building a bond from that point on. It just all happened, bro. It like me and like when I'm answering questions with like before you even ask them, it's all happened. And I believe
Right.
it's happening for a reason. Like
I get that. I feel that energy. I feel that.
yes, me and Patty and Ronnie don't talk about Ryan. Like we talk about how each other are doing. We check
Right.
on each other. It's more of like
A real friendship.
a real friendship and a family thing.
Okay, it's
I look
family.
I look at I look at Patty like a mother figure.
Fact.
She's a very very caring, loving person. Uh, Patty is portrayed the wrong way. She really is. I know there's sometimes that I talk bad about her and apologize to her, and she'll tell you to this day, Johnny, I've told you to stop apologizing because I feel so bad about what I've done. You know what I mean? So yeah. So she'll tell you. She'll even say it on live in front of everybody. She'll say, "I've told you to stop." Like, but yeah, we talk still every now and then. I can check on her at least a couple times a week. I ask her how she's doing and if she needs anything, uh, because obviously with everything going on, and uh, I know how it is. Uh, we know how it is to be attacked by these people, and she's a female. Um, and at first she couldn't handle it very well, but now I've got her to where she can handle things better. Like I've actually I believe I've helped Patty with growing with me able to handle this type of shit because I've had to handle it before she did, you know. So I've helped her along the way with being like, hey, just don't pay attention to this, don't pay attention to that. I'm praying for you. Just reaching out and letting her know that I am acknowledging that I'm thinking about her and that I'm hoping that she's okay. It takes things like that, with people. Maybe a good word to someone could change somebody's day, and and I hate to see Patty do anything to herself or I care about Patty and I care about Ronnie too.
How did you get Patty to she wouldn't talk to nobody. Like it's like she disappeared from the internet. She didn't nobody really talked to her. Nobody and then all of a sudden one day I pop up in your on your channel and I see you had an interview. And I was
Yeah,
like, damn, how in the hell did Johnny get Patty to be a surprise guest to interview her? Oh, what kind of like I could only imagine like what y'all talked about before y'all did it, like getting her to come up and she had some things she wanted to say and be transparent. You was there, with her to talk with her through it. You and TOC, shout out TOC,
yeah,
and y'all had a nice little interview that gave us some vision, some inside sight of what was happening because we were all baffled and didn't know what the fuck was going on.
yeah. It
How'd you get
wouldn't
her to come up?
like
Just
see
ask her.
that's the thing is no, I did not even ask her, bro. She was like she knows that I've got a platform. She knows that everybody there's a Creek Squad or anybody they're listening when I start speaking. You can tell that. I mean, people can deny it all they want to, but I've got people following me and people watching every move I make. So Patty knew that I had a following, and she knew that I would let her use my platform. And she said she was ready to talk and she was ready to say some things. And I, I applaud her for being brave and doing that, uh, because like people was waiting to hear what was going on they was really waiting, like you said, they was waiting to hear what was going on, and I was willing to give her my platform to do that. But she's people. I swear I hate the things people are saying about her and things that people are doing to her. And it only takes one person to sit there and say stop doing this, and then work out their differences. I want to see Ryan and his mother work things out. There's no room for error there. Anything could happen to Patty. She could have a heart attack, and then there Ryan's without his mother. What's he going to do? It's going to be last minute. You ain't going to be able to tell your mother you love her. You ain't going to be able to say nothing before she goes. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. Like in the blink of an eye, anything could happen, and it's a sad situation, really.
You ain't never lying, Johnny. Things happen fast, man, and things happen for a reason. And you know, and life is short, bro. It's crazy, man. I'm glad you touched on that. That should open the eyes of a lot of people that's been keeping up with the story that's going on and all that. And prayers out to Patty for Patty doing her court dates and you know, different little things she got to do. But she's keeping a positive face on. And I look at her video, she looks happy, bro. She looks like no matter what, you know, she's just strong, bro. Because she's been through a lot of medical problems, all types of crazy shit, bro. And I heard her stories about how she had a fight one day with some girl that was talking and stuff, and she ended up with a broken arm and like, you know, just a lot of different things that let y'all know that Patty is human too. You know, they look at her like she's supposed to be some kind of machine or something, or she's supposed to be evil or something, but she's just a mother. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to hold on.
Yeah, it's exactly right, bro. That woman loves her son. No matter what's happened, she loves her son, but she can't put up with the bullshit. She can't. She has to. And
boy, oh boy, it's a lot of bullshit, especially that tattoo,
bro. Man, I mean that's you know, and I'm sure that broke her heart, man. I'm sure it broke her heart. But look, like she told me, and I'm gonna be straight up. She said she can't keep on. She can't put up with it. She's got to move on with her life. She can't hold on to everything. She's got to let the shit go, you know, because she ain't gonna let that ruin her life and let it ruin her joy, you know. And she's telling the truth, you know. And I believe me and Patty has taught each other. I believe I can say that I'm part of helping her get out of the depression she was in with all this situation with Ryan, because it's been me there that's been checking on her and doing things and teaching her how to handle this and how to handle that. You know, we was brought together for a reason, man. I believe all this, like you say, is happened for a reason.
All right. Let's move past that a little bit because we run out of time pretty soon.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you about the most recent stuff going on about how did that overdose of Leroy Biggs, you know, let's get deep, let's get juicy. Like how did that affect you watching that young man, you know, watch him OD in the video he made in the hospital when he was talking to Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. Yeah, man, it because I know how it is to be like that, man. And for him, you know, it affected, like, dude, for him to come out publicly with everybody that's part of Creek Squad and all this, most of these people should know how it is to deal with addiction and how addiction is. Most of these people have dealt with it. That's part of Creek Squad, and for him to come out and say this publicly in front of everybody that he OD'd and had to be Narcaned 8 times was just shocking to me. But it also made me understand, like, man, fucking, that's awesome for him to do. He noticed that what the problem was, and he's ready to fix it. That's something. That's why I made a video today. I said a lot of you motherfuckers out there would never be like Leroy Biggs. That boy's 24 years old. 24 years old and already making the right step in the right direction to let everybody know that he's the problem and what the problem was. You know, it takes a lot to do that. It takes a whole lot to do that, man.
He takes a hell of a man to do that, to be transparent. A lot of people in his community are not transparent. A lot of them are hiding, and we never know who they really are. But the ones that seem to make it and the ones that's strong, they have the tough skin, are the people that's transparent and that is not afraid to put their story out there or be judged by others or laughed at by others. You know,
Yeah.
I salute him. I salute him. I don't know Leroy Biggs. I heard some of his music and stuff, but I really like some of Jelly Roll's shit though. Jelly Roll's shit is fire though, and it was big of Jelly Roll to call that man while he was in the hospital and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was high as fuck on whatever they had in his IV and shit, but he was comprehending, was catching on what was going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty big of Jelly Roll to do that type shit.
Look, Jelly Roll was. I mean, Leroy. I know they had him on some medication, but that was him being incoherent from coming back from the OD. Like that could really be effective on his. It could affect his brain for the rest of his life. He don't even know that yet. Like it could mess your speech up. Like you ODing could cause a lot of problems with your brain because you stop breathing and oxygen stops going to your brain and you could lose it, man.
Well, y'all put prayer hands for Leroy.
Yeah, put some
prayer hands for Leroy down in the comments. All right, let's move forward a little bit. We're getting ready to close out and stuff, so I got like 2 more questions, and then we get ready to close out.
All right.
Who is Johnny Goble today? You know where you at? What kind of space are you in, bro? Like what do you see Johnny in the future? How are you today? What do you see? How are you feeling? How are you living today? How is life today? In present time.
Life today for me is just a blessing anymore. The way I look at it in life is that my family is more important than anything in life. I cherish them. I cherish the moments now more than I did before. I love myself. I used to not really care for myself too much, and now I care more for myself. Just I'm a all around a totally different person than I was. I'm a loving, caring person. I have a good heart, and I forgive people. That's me. That's the person I am today. And I'm still a recovering drug addict. I mean, I'm still going to be that for the rest of my life. I'm going to struggle with it. But you know, I'm able to fight another day and wake up every day and be clean and be happy with myself, the person I am today.
That's what's up, Johnny. That's what's up, man. That's why I asked you that question, because we need more positive, we need more positive vibes in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And then people need to see the other side of you. People need to see the other side of you to see that you're a human being and a man too. Bleed just like anybody else, have feelings like anybody else, have trials and tribulations like anybody else, but still at the end of the day, remain in the stand and be a man though through all that tough shit, through all that shit, bro. That's why I asked that question.
Yeah, it's been rough.
Huh?
I said it's been rough, man. People don't understand. I didn't like my family's been going through it with me. It's just been a long, rough road the last couple of years. Having to deal with the police in my hometown, the corruption, on top of what's going on with Creek Squad, with the situation with Ryan. Fuck. It's been nonstop drama in my life, and I'm trying to move on from that shit. I really am, and I hate it that people get so upset and butthurt that I even mention Ryan's name. I'm allowed to mention his name just as well as anybody else is.
Before we get ready to close out and stuff, this last little question I'm gonna ask you and stuff, we're gonna give a little bit of insight on the upcoming event and stuff, man.
Ladies night.
Yes, you knew I was gonna say for the fourth time in a row.
Right. Oh, what a night! Oh man, hey, this shit be hey, that shit finna be lit like a little titty.
Man, I was getting ready to say that. That's the fourth time in this interview you predicted what I was gonna say. Like you jumped to the next question before I could say it.
Bro, that's just me. That's me, man. My intuition, bro. I'm telling you, people think I'm fucking crazy, man. Like I see shit coming before it's coming, bro. I really do. And people don't believe me when I say that, but like people are getting to see it now.
That's crazy. So are you ready? Are you think you ready? You ready to turn up?
Man, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got my cowboy hat. I got my vest ready. Hey, I got my best boots ready. Hey, we ready to dust a rug, bro.
The only clothing that we have to have required is we can get all the way down to underwear. We can't go past underwear and shit.
We ain't going. We ain't going past underwear anyway. Hey, look, bro, I ain't got no shower. It's a grower, bro.
Tell Melinda get ready, man. It's gonna be a hot night, man. It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be a hot one. Man, just let me know the date, man.
I'm gonna set it up. It's coming real soon. Iceman about to get out, so Iceman, I don't know if I'm gonna do it right before he get out or maybe after, because we're gonna get a lot of interviews going on with him and how, his journey and what he went through, and his triumphs and his trials and tribulations. We're gonna get that out there. We're gonna be very transparent. We got a lot of content coming up, bro. But yeah, we're gonna plan it for a couple of days, maybe next week. We might be able to go ahead and do it. We're gonna get someone to DJ, get somebody, some others, like some co-hosts and stuff, so we can have times in between. We can change different costumes. So get you 2 different looks going.
I got you.
And then we're gonna get a playlist together, and we're gonna have a fire ass ladies night part 3 up in this bitch. Oh boy, yeah,
bro, I can't wait. People really gonna be screen snapping that motherfucker.
They're gonna screen snap it, man.
Shit. We're gonna be all over the internet, Gene. I'm telling you, watch.
Oh, I'm gonna get down and dirty. They thought I fucked up the counter last time. I'm gonna get on that counter, and that motherfucker gonna be spotless.
I said the same thing. There'll be a baby hole all over the damn counter and the floor.
It's gonna get real messy,
bro.
I'm gonna bust out the cocoa butter on their ass. All that cocoa butter gonna be all over this bitch. All right,
man.
Johnny, man. I'm getting ready to close this shit out, man.
Man, it's been a good night, man. I appreciate you having me up, man. And hey, I hope nothing but the best for your channel, bro. If anybody subscribed to Gene's been here since day one. If anybody deserves to be their channel to grow, it's Gene right here, man. Because I've watched this man, and he deserves it more than these punks out here that's using videos of me and monetizing their shit. Gene should have done been monetized a long time ago. That dude deserves it.
And that's facts.
That's all I got to say now, brother.
All right, Johnny, man.
Hey.
All right, man. You take care, man.
Much
Till
love.
next time. I'm going to hit you on the back streets, man, so we can organize Ladies Night Part 3. We're going to organize that shit to the T.
Got you. Peace out.
Peace out, Johnny. All right, y'all. We're getting ready to close it out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my shit. And don't play with me. Like, comment, subscribe to my shit. Don't be a hater all your life. And we finna be out. Dag burn. Y'all know the rest. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I'm finna be out and shit. Gene Team Regime, bitch. Gene Team Regime, bitch. And you know this, man. Hit my motherfucking cash out. Can you dig it? Oh, boy. And we out.